Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Vagrus the Riven Realms. We found the place that Harn told us about, the stone fortress that Corneus Serpentis and his band of miscreants is occupying. So we're ready to go. This is the place that Harn talked about. A small stone forest is visible on the horizon. Supposedly, the hidden camp of Corneus Serpentis is in there. The Comitatus is camped behind jagged rock formations, and you think that you can approach without being seen. Your scouts return from a preliminary sweep and confirm that an outpost is inside the forest of rock spires. A well-armed warband is guarding the place. We will gather our fighting crew to deal with the mercenaries. You take your warriors and approach the camp. Once inside the forest, Finderath approaches you, a little out of breath from the brisk pace of the advance. Vagrus, I gave this quite a lot of thought, she tells you. I know what I said before, that we have to defeat them, to strike back even. But now I believe that perhaps talking to them is a better alternative. Would you be willing to give me the chance? I know that it is dangerous, but I'll be safe behind my sorcerer's shield, so you don't need to worry, right? You have to come to a decision urgently, as you can already catch glimpses of the stone walls connecting a ring of stone spires, crowned by jagged spikes. Dude, this base sounds sick. I would love to have a castle that's in a stone forest with spires and whatnot. This sounds like a really bad idea. I feel like she's gonna be cranky if I tell her not to, but I also don't want to kill her. Don't do this. They're mercenaries for a reason. They've killed others already. They've been trying to kill her the whole time. Finderath narrows her eyes. As you wish, she tells you, almost pouting. She's told me multiple times, let me do this on my own, and I always send I send Gorgoro with her. I feel like she is very naive, and we have to protect her from herself. You are the battle commander, and you are here on my behalf, so I will bow to your will. I'm glad she didn't lose loyalty over that. I'm doing this to keep her safe. Prepare to surround the camp. Oh yeah, we're gonna siege them. You didn't think I could do this, you assholes. Once everyone is in position, you signal the attack. Your warriors and companions rush at the wall. Okay, never mind. We're not sieging them. To catch the mercenaries by surprise. And it works. The Corneus Serpentis henchmen clearly... Oh, it's not a person. It's a... Corneus Serpentis is an organization. I thought it was like a guy. Anyway... The Corneus Serpentis henchmen clearly did not expect an attack and are utterly dumbfounded, which you use to scale the low wall with your fighters and tear into them. Ludo, their leader, that's the guy, Ludo. Their leader, a hulking tattooed man, bursts out of a stone hut and tries desperately to turn the tables. He's joined by a renegade dragon mage who apparently works for him. One thing is for sure, these veteran killers will not go down easily. A savage fight ensues. Oh! A very high chance of success. We will fight. Yeah, I want to just take their shit. I don't think I can use... Yeah, we can't use our tried and true barricade because we're the offensive person. Let's see, how does this work? An advanced wedge would give us a +3... But charge. That's a bad idea. Call their ranks. That's for my people. So we will definitely eliminate leaders for sure. Feint doesn't help. Flank gives us more of a chance to crit succeed. Same thing with flanking assault. Guarded advance is a net 4 to positive. Guarded assault is a net 5, so that seems good. Insult is a big high boost to crit success. And then wedge formation doesn't make sense. So let's do guarded assault. Makes it a 3/4 chance to succeed. And then we'll obviously eliminate leaders. Fight! I didn't count how many guys they had. Dude, they have green robes. That's sick. Do we bust out Finderath here? Let's try our mage formation. I know Krifta is kind of like the tried and true, but let's do 3 mages at the back and see how this goes. Begin fight. All right, Elani, you're up first. Let's stun one of the mages. Maybe this guy in the back. Good job. And then go for the front line. Duck. Ah, you nerd. Oh, you stunned my tank. Oh well, there's worse things that could have happened. Try to burn this guy to death. You missed her. Fudge. Ah, you missed me. Suck it, nerd. Stop it. Excuse me. No, Javik, no. He's being sliced and diced to pieces. And then shot with a bow. All right, let's chain lightning these assholes. This whole corner? Rough. We didn't kill anybody that round. Javik, I need you to retreat. Try to kill this lady. Yes! Haha! He did something useful. Alright, throw your wards down, my girl. Battle narcotics. Not what I wanted to see. Break this guy's armor. Nice. That guy's probably gonna die. Definitely gonna die. Chain lightning. Pretty sick. I can't wait to boost that spell and it starts hitting for more than just 2. That guy's probably gonna die to the ward. Although we should probably try to kill him before he goes. Just because he can spray acid or whatever. He lived? Never mind. Ah, you jerk. Boost Nadir. Get another fireball downrange. Oh, he didn't go. He ran out of power. Suck it, nerd. Oh, jeez. Findereth just took a spear to the chest. Let's try to lightning this idiot. We crit him. Fantastic news. Burn these two. Axe this guy. Wards, do your work. Oh, he's still alive. Not anymore. Now what? Nerds. Oh, dude, we devastated them and only one of our guys got injured. They're fleeing. Where to? This is their base. Pursue. Ah, I got a couple more wounded. But honestly, worth it to kill all of them. Destroyed. Conscript. Recruit. Conscript is fine. I don't need to piss any of my people off. Give our people time to heal. We used all of our resourcefulness. Hey, looks like nobody died. Fantastic. Just some wounds. Got a bunch of goodies. Ah, crap. I forgot. We filled our inventory with chitin. Well, doesn't look like we're gonna get any goodies. Sorry, guys. We got 3 obsidian blades. Honestly, I'd rather not have the obsidian blades just because they're kind of a pain to sell. Although I think I might be able to sell them to Garrick. I don't think so, though. What's the most expensive item? It's probably the oil, I think. And then 7 bogweed? This is so random. We'll take these. Sure, whatever. After a long and bloody battle, the Serpentis mercenaries are utterly defeated, and you secure their walled compound. Dude, my base, finders keepers. Ludo and his mage are dead, their corpses placed next to all the others at the north wall. Yet several of the foes survive, now being corralled into a hut. You are designated into a holding cell. It does not take too long for a few of them to break down and start to sing. Unfortunately, nobody knows who their employer is. How could that be? I guess they're kind of lower on the totem pole. If only we could have caught Ludo. Nobody knows who their employer is, but then Finderath asks the man why her comitatus was targeted, and the mercenary scoffs. Yours. That was just one of the targets. I know that much. We had others on the list. Envoys from the Dragonlance and Dragmalak, all headed to some meeting or some shit. Finderath looks shocked. What? What happened to the other targets? She blurts out, grabbing the man's neck. I don't know. The mercenary struggles in her grasp. We haven't heard back from most of the groups. Yours was the earliest target opportunity. The gob is still continuing, and not for just us, but for other warbands too. Finderath pushes the man onto the ground in anger. She draws you aside. Gained loyalty. Huzzah. All right, I've been keeping you in the dark long enough, but now I'm afraid that it has done more harm than good. I'll explain this as best I can, although I have to admit I do not have all the pieces myself. Some time ago, Hathardos was contacted by our higher-ups and briefed in on a diplomatic situation that is, let us say, out of the ordinary. Most of our work involves dealing with Imperials or other Dragonlord agendas, but this time it involved ogres. Oh, the ogres! We know them. Finrath waits for your reaction and smiles knowingly. I mean, come on, I'm not shocked. I'm best friends with the ogres. I was shocked myself. Ogres. Most of us think of them as savage mutants, but not all of their race has turned to monsters thanks to the taint, and apparently some of them live in the Outer Realms. They have a city there, according to our research. We were told that the ogres were looking for allies in the Riven realms in a bid to establish a colony of sorts, and it would seem that Dragmalak was contacted by them years ago, but the black brood of mighty Chromagonus mishandled them somehow, and so now the Dragonlands are also involved. Talks were to take place between Dragmalak, the Dragonlands, and the envoys of the ogres regarding this bridgehead colony. Yet the Dragonlands are now not as united in this endeavor as one might think, and out of the 5 broods, only a few, including the blue one, decided to get into the talks. Hathardos was given the task of traveling to the location where we'd meet, and the ogres can present their case. You consider all Finrath has said as she pauses for a moment. I was not sure why the location of the meeting is such a secret, or why it was not in Dragmalak proper, but Hathardos thought it has to do with the relatively small importance of the matter and the distrust between the involved parties. Certainly, there's distrust between my country and that of the Black Dragon Lord, so now you know what I know. In hindsight, the secrecy was probably justified. The attempt on my life and the murder of Hathardos proves that someone did not want this meeting to take place. My guess was the Imperials, as you know. I bet it wasn't actually the Imperials. I bet it was the Black Dragon Brood. That's just my gut instinct. You ask her what she wants to do now. Well, that's the most important question, is it not? So now it is clear that the envoys to this conclave are targeted by assassins, but we still have no idea who wants to sabotage the effort. It was foolish not to report my failure in Hathardos' death, but I was blinded by my ambition to get to the bottom of this myself. I've clearly underestimated the threat. I'm afraid I've endangered too many people. Ogres, diplomats, soldiers. She sighs and then looks you in the eye. I beg of you, please help me warn the conclave. You ask her how that would be possible when you do not even know where it will take place. The contact who was to take her and her master there died in Kernak. Well, I know how to contact Cadmador, she says with a grin. My contact belonged to them, and I know that they are the ones arranging the conclave. They keep an agent in Fort Refugius at all times. That person will know how to contact the rest of the organization and warn them of the assassins. I'm afraid that if we go to the Dragonlands first, it will be too late by the time they ponder these events and contact the Black Brood. Upon your some reflection, you tell Finrath that you will take her there. With the business here concluded, you load up all the valuables and supplies you find here and head back to the Comitatus. Once again, you have a heading. More stuff that we can't take. Holy crap. All right. Sick. Well, that went pretty well. We're heading that way anyway, because I know for a fact that there are some of the, you know, the long list of booze that the one guy told us to get for Vorax? One of them is in Lumen, for certain. It's a guarantee. So we're gonna head that way. I should look up where the rest of them are. Part of me suspects that some of them might be in like really off. Walk towards the light. Dream shifts. Nothing happens. I suspect some of them might be in offbeat places like Valarius. But I don't really want to take the time to just wander over there. So I'll look that up off camera. If we stumble into any, great. But I'm not gonna drag you guys along as I try to figure out exactly where I'm going. That would be not interesting at all. We are gonna pop into Torzeg's first before we head west. A, I have stuff to trade. And B, I need more supplies. Alright, we've arrived in the city. In we go. Approach the guards. License. Turn these two in for loads of money. We're almost to 12,000, which is very exciting. Sell the oil and the mushroom beer that I picked up along the way. Okay, so the plan is head west. We're going to hit Lumen and Larnak, and then on to Fort Refugius beyond. So let's look for stuff to take to Lumen and Larnak specifically. We do want food. But I don't want a crazy amount of food. Basically, I'm thinking, like, get enough food to get to Mirage. We're at 9 days right now. Would be close. Let's get one more. 11 days. Okay. So Larnak and Lumen is what we're looking for. There's one. Ooh, smuggling stuff. You know, you guys know I love smuggling things. And that's it. Okay, so we'll fill up the rest of the way on supplies as well. Because they're cheap here. Okay, so let's see. I have to imagine some of the booze is here, right? Explore the city. Try to hide. We succeeded. Hide from the mutants. The alchemist. Do you have anything? Prepare me some damp smoke, because we will be... How much slime grass do we have? Holy crap. Because we will be going into the... Into Valensteel eventually for Javik, so... Alright, let's leave. There might be something in Torzag Shelter for the booze, but, like... There's no way I'm going to find it just by clicking through all the menus, so... Oh, actually, we should rest here, since we have no more movement. These are not where we're headed, so we will rest. And now we will leave the city. Now, for a fact, I know for a fact that there has to be a booze in Lumen, because one of the things he said was that one of them was made with blue ceruleus crystal, or crushed ceruleus crystal, or something like that. And where else do you get that than Lumen? I think you actually... I think some of the trading houses actually do sell it in Sunrock. So there is the small chance that it could be in Sunrock as well. But I would be kind of surprised if it wasn't in Lumen. Alright, we will arrive there today. Turn these in. Whoops. Oh, yes! Another mission to Larnak. Is that it? Looks like that is the case. Okay, let's just load up on more supplies. I know they're a little more expensive here, but we're gonna need them anyway, so. Okay, so let's look around. Not here. Talk to the merchants. Business. Practical uses. The Jacra. Yes! I was like, somebody has to have this, please, for the love of God. See if they're selling some cerulean essence. You quickly learn that the bar here does not keep any of the crystal-infused booze as it is much too expensive for the local clientele. They also tell you that crystalmancers usually consider it too lowly a ware to produce it, so getting the essence is no small task, even in Lumen. But then the barman points out that one of the regulars boasts of having some in his stash. You walk up to the fellow, a middle-aged man with a receding hairline and a ridiculous mustache, who confirms that he does indeed have cerulean essence. However, your offer of coins does not interest him, but then he looks you up and down and smiles and says, I like to gamble, see? What do you say if we play a game of Dux Bellum for a bottle? Your coins could be your wager. It appears you will have to play in order to obtain the beverage. Tell him that you will play. Dux Bellum is a game of strategy and resource management, something you're quite familiar with. It uses cards and tokens. Are we playing Sellers of Catan up in here, or what? The Gambler Fellow provides both, but if you want to play for the cerulean essence, you will have to wager some silver. Sure. Begin the game. In Dux Bellum, players are supposed to be warlords who try to conquer realms. Armies, forts, and sorcerers are all represented by cards. Okay, this is more like I don't even know what this is like. Deep knowledge of the game and a great sense of tactics is required to succeed. There is also an element of luck, however. Savvy, charismatic, perceptive. Let's try to boost our chances here. We succeeded! Dux Bellum is also a game of anticipation. Can you figure out your opponent's tactics and turn them against them? Lure them into traps. We are very perceptive and evaluate, so let's hold off on our resourcefulness here. We succeeded again. By the last leg of the game, it is clear to you that the gambler is cheating. However, there is no way to prove it. Yet you could cheat yourself, pocketing cards, gingerly manipulating tokens, or distracting your opponent with underhanded tactics would get you far. Well, we're really good at Skulker, so let's boost ourselves. Succeeded again. Victory is yours. The gambler stares in disbelief at the cards laid out in front of you, as well as the ones in his hand, but he cannot offer a counter. He sighs and then shakes your hand. Very well played, he admits. I'm a man of my word, despite what you may think. He leaves the table and then returns from his upstairs room and produces a crystalline bottle filled with a light blue beverage. Crystal flecks are gathered at the bottom. You take your prize and say your farewell to the gambler. The cerulean essence is now in your keeping. Ha-ha! We did it! We've got the blue brew. Good job, us. All right, I think we'll rest here. It's not super efficient, but we can put our people to work at the very least. And then now we will head out. Oh, before I do, I almost forgot how to traverse the crystals safely. Put on your crystals, put on your goggles, head through the forest. You dickheads. All right, for the last thing in this episode, we'll fight these morons. There's not that many of you. All right, barricade it up. Boost. We don't even need to mount up. And then eliminate the leaders. Fight. I can't believe they've done this. All right. Clearly, Finderath still needs a little bit of boosting to get her on par with the rest of our A squad. So we'll let Kreefta continue to mow people down with her arrows in the meantime. Nice crit for 10. Six sauce. Put down some wards. Boost Nadir. I gotta imagine that when Finderath's chain lightning is upgraded and then chaining her with Skornar, that just seems really strong. I have to imagine that will put us in a good place in the future. How dare you? The Dark Elf mercenaries are quite dangerous sometimes. Not that one in particular, but sometimes. Nadir again? Because yeah, just like, imagine double chain lightning every combat round. Pretty sick. I'll break your armor. You shoot me in the shield. I burn you with a fireball. And then you're gonna die to the ward, so let's hit this lady. And then hit her with an arrow. Oh, she ducked. Didn't duck that one. All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna fast forward to Larnak once this all wraps up. So I will bring you back. We don't need to chase them down. I will bring you back at the place. Oh, I forgot to drop off those people that we conscripted. So we will do that too. But anyway, I'll bring you back in Larnak. Shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the episode. If you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Vagrus, the Riven Realms, or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!